that always on home camera that flies through your home even when you're not there. Talk to me about the motivation for this. Is this something consumers really want and need?
So I think what they really want and need is the reason why we built it, which is there are times when you want to see everywhere in your home at every angle, but you probably don't want to have an indoor camera everywhere in your home at every angle. And so we really built it to solve the problem of, when you're away from your home and you want to see some angle of your home or something that's going on in your home, giving you that angle, that shot, without having to have an indoor camera everywhere. So I really do think there was like a purpose behind it versus just technology, but I will say it is pretty cool.
What's been the response so far? I mean, how many people are actually interested in this right now, or do you see this something taking off over a matter of years, literally and figuratively?
So yeah, so I think it might be a new area of home security. It does for I'll say a lower right price for what it does. It's affordable security that allows you to see everywhere in your home. We've seen an incredible response from it. You can even see on the YouTubes of the short segments we've put out on it to just demonstrate the product. I think they're our most viewed segments that we've put on YouTube. So it really has, I think it's captured the imagination of our customers and people, and it really does serve a legitimate purpose that you can understand and benefits your home.
Ring Alarm Pro hits Home Depot shelves exclusively today with a special focus on job site security. What's new and improved here?
So what we did is we were able to put the physical security of an alarm and the digital security that comes with a best-in-class Wi-Fi router, put the two together. And by doing that, we created, other things came from it, like internet backup. And so with Home Depot, we launched a project called Job Site Security, a package called Job Site Security. And so you can go to Home Depot now, and as you've seen with commodity prices, I know I see it all the time here. Lumber prices, all of this, the things on our job site are worth a lot more now, and these assets are sitting there in our neighborhoods. And so now you can have a system to secure them, to give internet for them, a camera on them, lights, and so a full package to secure your job site.
I want to know how you're being impacted by the supply chain chaos. How is this influencing your production? What are the biggest challenges, especially as we go into a holiday season where you need to be meeting the desires of your customers?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly been, it's been a year we've had a lot thrown at us, from the pandemic to now supply chain issues. We just try to keep our heads down over here, keep focused on our mission of making neighborhoods safer, get out the products we can, keep in stock where we can. So far we've done a great job with that. I'm proud of what my team's been able to produce and keep getting out there. But I think this is one of those years you just got to wait and see. There's nothing guaranteed.
What are the biggest challenges right now? I mean, this is something that every company, every executive is complaining about.
Yeah, I think the challenges are coming from all over, from labor to chips to shipping. I mean, we see it with the shipping yards. It's become a very tough year to deliver, but we've been through a lot of tough times as Ring and as the broader Amazon, and you just keep your head down, keep working on behalf of customers, and keep delivering, and that's so far we've been able to do that. So
now there are a lot of conversations happening now about privacy when it comes to increasing technology encroaching on our homes. And Ring cameras have come under public scrutiny for the eavesdropping feature. They can record conversations more than 60 feet away, and that audio recording functionality is on by default. Why not leave that off by default? Talk to me about the strategy there.
We give our customers very granular ways to secure themselves, from industry-leading things like end-to-end encryption, our control center, two-factor authentication. As you talked about, with the audio, it's our customer's choice whether to turn it on or off. We do obfuscation zones, so you can actually put in the camera where you want to see and where you don't want to see. So we've really led the industry on all of the features that allow our customers to use their cameras in the way they want to use them. But obviously, if you're on a large piece of property, you might want to have more distance, more motion detection, have the audio. If you're on a smaller piece of property, you're right on the street, then you can use things like turning off the audio or obfuscation zones, et cetera.
Then there's the issue of Ring partnering with about 2,000 police departments in the U.S. sharing private doorbell camera footage with them, which they can access without a warrant. I understand you've gotten some complaints about this, some legal demands. This is something that other tech companies share, but Ring does not. Can you talk to us about how many users have had their data shared with police?
So that's actually not how it works. We built a system on behalf of our customers to work with public safety agencies like police, fire departments, and others in their area. Those agencies would put out a public request, which everyone sees. It goes publicly on our Neighbors app, as well as other places. And then our customers are able to see that request and either, if they want to share something with the agency, can say yes. If they don't, the agency never sees who saw even the request, which is a public request for this. So it's a very privacy-centric way of allowing people in communities to work with their public service agencies and public service agencies to work with them in a way that benefits all, while keeping everything private and in 100% control of our customers.
And what about Amazon Sidewalk, this new bandwidth sharing feature that Ring is going to be a part of? Lingering concerns about this as well. How do you enforce that a third party won't take advantage of some of this information that your devices are collecting?
So Sidewalk is the idea of, when I grew up as a kid, I'd walk down the street when my mom ran out of sugar, and I'd get a little sugar from the Blum's house, and when they ran out of flour, they'd take a little flour from us. It's an extremely, extremely low bandwidth, the kilobits of sharing of bandwidth when we're using megabits and megabits, that allows you to do things like, if your Ring goes down, that you can now, off of your neighbor's house who's opted into Sidewalk, you could see it and get it back online, or see a motion alert. So it's really a way for neighbors to sort of work together to share their bandwidth when they need to, but it's very small. To me, it's the share the sugar model.